Hello and welcome back to the Glorious Gnomes. So, previously we had this as one of our potential places to attack, the Shadow Druids. However, Baldur's Gate has closed that off, leaving us with only Gullikin. Now, with Gullikin, we only have one CB currently. We only have, well, these two we could extort tribute and keep them as a tributary state, but the only one that, in terms of getting land, is Border Dispute, of which we need to have 100 gold. We do not have 100 gold, so that's going to be a little bit difficult. So we could wait until that comes up, which is fine. We're also trying to get a claim on it in terms of Fabricate claim, which is much better overall. Why is that a 0% chance? That must just be incorrect. Yeah, these are just incorrect. I guess they don't calculate till you unpause. Anyway, so we're going to try and get that claim there, which we already had fire once, and we just didn't have enough money to actually pay for it at the time. But if we get another claim there, that would be fantastic. Beyond that, I'm looking at what else we can do. Once this one fully reinforces, we probably want to move our Marshal, who increases our levy size as well as giving reinforcement, to whichever one of these gives us the largest levy, which currently is the Friendly Arm Inn. So if we move our Marshal there, that will give us even more troops, another 25% of that, which will be like another 100 or so. And then we could potentially try attacking Cloakwood. That could be an idea. But we also need to kind of do nothing right now because we're in consumption. So, yeah, we've got a disease. So, let's just chill, wait for the disease to leave and see where we are after that ends. Baldur's Gate is just taking another title. Okay, they've usurped the grand city of Roaring Shore. You've searched Coastway from top to bottom and have come to realize there really are no more pickled boar's heads. Not only that, but all other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. Your servant really should have mentioned that. Tough times are ahead for all of us. So, our remaining food goes down by 1, which means we have 4 food remaining, I believe. And everyone takes -1 health. Now, this is important to mention. I wonder if I can actually find somebody who has it. Consumption. No, okay. Can't find anyone who has it, so I guess nobody does. But I believe consumption is only -2 health as its penalty in terms of the disease. So, right now, having -1 from the food shortage is going to be, you know, that's fine. It's still less. But if we get -2 from the food shortage, we're at the point where we might as well just open the gates. I mean, the food shortage will go away. The worst that happens is we get consumption, which is exactly the same. So, that's kind of just a thought there. And consumption will go away by itself as well. With food supplies dwindling, it has been brought to your attention that the basements of Coastway contain a large number of rats which could be caught and eaten. You know what? Sounds great. We'll eat some rats. Yeah, no problem. Right, are we fully reinforced yet? Not quite. Is this one fully reinforced yet? Not in the slightest. Okay. A sudden clatter sends you running to check your food supplies. You arrive in the storeroom just in time to see Vorpos emerge, wiping at his mouth. Oh dear. So, this lowers our food by 1. So, we can either put him in a dungeon, we can just say that's horrible and lower our opinion of him, or you've outstayed your welcome and remove him. It also removes greedy from him, but that doesn't really change very much from my point of view. Or we eat him. Well, I don't think we're going to eat him. I think we might throw him in the dungeon though. I think that seems like a fair punishment, and we'll deal with them afterwards. We need a new marshal, however. That can be yeah, that can be Paldro. We're not currently at war, so that's fine. It looks like these are broken in terms of telling you how much chance there is here. Oh wait, no, they're not broken. I figured it out. They're not broken. The reason why these are so low is because everybody is currently in seclusion. Yeah. And in seclusion, you can't get anything. Oh, so the High Priestess of the 5 has just become part of Am. Alright, interesting. Well, a tributary, not a permanent member. Dear Darnadar Bentley, we're experiencing a plague of pirates on our coast, and there's rumour you're supporting them. Can you please put my mind at ease regarding this, for I assume it is not true. Or is it? Tazir. Wait, these were the people we accused of being a pirate. I will reassure him. Let's see what happens. Nothing so far. Okay, fair enough. We're missing a commander, but that's because we just made our marshal a commander. Or our commander a marshal, so therefore he becomes ineligible for the position. So let's put in somebody. Although I think you're a steward, so actually you're also not really there. Yeah, there we go. We found somebody. That's alright. Your daughter Nisa comes to your study one evening. She appears quite agitated, pacing the room back and forth for a full minute before speaking. Father, I beg of you, please let me leave this keep. Please, you must. You demand to know her reason, but she refuses to tell you the specifics, only that it is a matter of life and death. So we can trust our daughter and let her leave. We can say we won't let her back in. Okay. Or, I can't let you risk your life, I'm sorry, but no. I'm going to forbid her to leave. Yes. What's her thing there? Oh, rogue. Interesting. A couple of our acquaintances are dying from consumption. Can I see consumption here? No, you didn't actually have it. You just had the symptoms. You have gout. Okay, so nobody's actually dying of consumption. Oh, I missed this one. Exterminate the ball spawn high priestess has ended. Oh, okay. Interesting. He inherited a grand city. We've got a new person in Amiens politics because the previous house died off. And we still have consumption everywhere in our lands. So we still can't really do very much. So we gotta wait for that consumption. Hey, we inherited the barony of Song of the Morning from Baron Harmon. I believe... Wait, are we not able to hold on to that one? Wait, where is it? Oh, wait. Oh, it says barony, but that's not actually a barony. I see. It's actually a church. Okay, well, I will give it away then. Make a new vassal. Awesome. We now need a new commander. New commander is going to be, I assume, this new vassal who appeared out of nowhere. Awesome. Seems good to me. Oh, wow. I just noticed he had a huge pile of gold with him. Oh, well, fantastic. We're rich. We can now afford mercenaries, which means a lot more things are open to us once the consumption goes away. Hey, it left Lockwood and Candlekeep. It's slowly going away. We have a child who needs some kind of education. So he is dim, but he's really good at stewardship. Do we just push into that? I think so, yeah. Let's go with thrift. That kind of helps that a little bit. Okay. Keep going. It's away from Baragost, and it's still in the coastway. We're waiting for the consumption to disappear. It's a little black fog, and it's gone. Right. No diseases here. We are no... Well, I think that's us no longer in seclusion. Well, we'll wait a second or two. I think it automatically does it. No? I was sure that it automatically did it after a while. Maybe not. I could open the gates. It just gives you a negative penalty to people, which I didn't really want, but yeah, whatever. We'll open the gates. Perfect. Right. So we can send our daughter into hiding because somebody's trying to kill her. Is it the same plot? It's the same plot as it was before. Okay, cool. And it's not got any chance of... Well, it's got a small chance of succeeding, but basically, if you think about it this way, plots that are below 100% are basically, you get... It's basically like you're entering the lottery with one ticket, right? Sure, it can happen, but it's very unlikely. Well, once you get above 100%, it's like, you know, it's another chance, it's more chances, it's... Yeah, that's basically the way it works, is it just multiplies your number of attempts, more numbers you get. Like, once you get over, I think it's 100, 150, 200, and 300%. Each of those, I think, gives you basically more chances in this lottery, or as we're going to call it. And then the more people in it, each one gets to enter the same number of chances. So, essentially what I'm saying is, it can happen, but it's not going to. Right. We could attack Gullikin now. We have the money. We could also try attacking Cloakwood and take on some of these monsters. Let's see what they got here. So they are goblins. I have no idea how strong they are. How many troops do we have? We currently have 1.8. This one's almost fully reinforced, which is interesting. I'm going to switch my marshal over to Coastway. If I wait a second or two, that should recalculate. No? No, that's fine. Okay, never mind. I guess the levy from that doesn't need to reinforce or something. Anyway, we now have 1.9 as our max. That's alright. So now we can try attacking Cloakwood. Let's see what happens. So I declare a monster extermination. So, monsters are a blight upon this land and must be stopped by any means. You may declare war on them at will. If we win, we... oh, okay. The Cloakwood location will change to our culture. It will become our religion. We gain the title of Cloakwood, which makes sense. All the monster mobs die. We gain some prestige from war contribution. If we white peace, nothing happens. Basically, we lose some prestige. If we lose, we have to pay 300 gold to the monsters. Alright. Let's send it. We're then going to raise our troops. We're going to merge onto Coastway. I'm now going to slow it down so when the guys spawn, there you go. So there you go. There's the monster mob, which is, I believe... Oh no, that is the exact size they had there. Let me just check Durlog's Tower, which is the one I tested it on. I think there may be events which can give more monsters. Hey, I've regained some of the weight I've lost. The food shortage is over. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how monsters work, but we will find out. When I did my test one, they definitely got more troops than it said they had. But that might not... Oh, there we go. You've decided to attack one of the wild provinces of Faerun that are infested with monsters. Though previously bickering among themselves, they now unite to defend their homes and have raised a large army. There you go, they get an extra 2,000 troops. That's what I was waiting for. Okay. So they've went off into Baldur's Gate for some reason. They just went north. Oh, they just went to raid? That's fantastic. They're like, well, we could stay here and fight, but instead, we could leave and raid. That garrison is 5,000 strong. Okay, what's crazy about that is I don't believe we can actually siege it. Because we don't have enough troops. Huh. That's interesting. Could we hire enough troops? I don't even think we can hire enough. I don't think we can afford it. At least not for as long as we need them. Huh. Let me check this out. So we'll have you lead. Along with you and you. I want to check what happens when we try and siege it. Yeah, so we need 5,000 to siege. I guess you have to beat the army up. Yes, that's the only option. Interesting. Okay, well, we're going to hire some troops. So we'll hire you and you. Gives us 3.8. We could potentially, if we spend 2 lots more, hire enough to be able to siege it for, like, 2 months. That's not really going to cut it. I'm going to set my marshal to doing nothing right now. Wait, I can't do that because he is currently training troops. I could fire him. That's okay. Wait for our morale to come up. How much are we losing? We're losing 10 a month. Okay. So we need to wait for our morale to come up. Then we'll head up this way. So Baldur's Gate have gone here. Now that's intriguing. Because if Baldur's Gate are there, they're hostile currently, right? If Baldur's Gate are hostile, do their troops add in? Let me see. So if I join here, their troops do not add in. Okay, I was checking if they added into the siege. So what I want to do is head up here then. Yeah, I want to head around and in. So into the farmlands. That's good. Right, let's see how that goes. I don't want to lead the center, ideally. We'll have Harry, Elbert, and... I guess we'll lead that side in order to get the extra morale. Okay, and then we'll attack in. Nope, we want to hold off, because otherwise what happened to us will happen here. So what happened to us was that it wasn't our fight. Yeah, now if we attack, it'll be our fight. Awesome. We'll give you a stewardship education. And then get you educated by somebody who has... We're looking for mostly green traits, like Diligent, I believe, is a good one. And Genius is also a good one. We'll get you educated by that guy. Attack into Baldur's Gate. And slow it down. So we're now attacking. Oh, they only have one flank. The thing about them only having one flank is they may have as many troops as us. But we get the flank plus 30% flanking bonus, which I believe... if you calculate it out, actually ends up being a lot more than 30% in terms of value. So we get that twice. So they're effectively getting absolutely destroyed. Their commander is worse, so they're using worse tactics. And we're about to get another 1,000 troops. So they are about to be absolutely destroyed. Like, it's not even close. Here... I'm going to go for Duty. He has fairly even stats. Duty gives you Conscientious, which can give you Diligent, and Temperate, which are fairly even stats. We'll see how that goes. Right. So we just got more troops added to our pile. So, although our center is kind of falling slightly, our sides are absolutely fine, and they only have one flank. Peasants are revolting. We already knew that. There's some revolt risk there. So our center may fall, but it doesn't really matter because, well, so did theirs. Cool. So we won that one. I got 19% war score. Where are you going? I think you'll probably be retreating back to the Cloakwood, if I had to guess. Let's see, though. Oh, they got even more, yeah, garrison. That's a real problem. I'm just checking where they went. Where did they go? They must have gone over here somewhere. Yeah, they're going a wide pass. Okay. So they're now locked in here. We can attack him here. Perfect. So we have now wiped them, I think. No, they're still retreating. They must be going here, I think. Let's see. No, they went to Cornwood. We'll attack him here. The landscape surrounding Cornwood is a sight to behold. I wish I was not here for battle. Once all this is over, maybe I will come out here with Harry. My sword is suddenly kicked out of my hand, and a scruffy-looking soldier shouts, voice like a demon, "I'll get your leg." Alright, so we can attack the monster mob ourselves. We are better at personal combat than them. We're going to say curses and lose our leg. You know what? I'll attack him. I was chasing the monster mob through the forest when Harry shoved me aside, barking, "I'll take this one, my lord." Hey, it's our slothly son-in-law. How chivalrous. He did well in the battle. We have defeated them again. Okay, so I think with monsters, you're meant to just defeat the army, and that's why they gave them such a ridiculously sized garrison. I think that makes sense. Okay. So you're not meant to be able to siege down the land and say this is ours. You have to actually go out there and battle the monster. Now, she would be good at a learning education. Here's the problem about that, though. Learning educations are really bad. They don't really give you anything that you need. I mean, we have one. If we go and have a look at learning education, what does it give you? It gives you learning, some stewardship, some diplomacy, lord fertility. It's kind of just bad in general. If we go back to her here, she might be better off, even if she could get a slightly better learning education, just getting a stewardship education. That would then, yeah, it would then just be a better trait overall. Even if she gets like the tier lower, I think a tier lower stewardship is still better. So we're going to give her that. We're then going to put on somebody who has good stuff. So that'll be you again, probably. Okay. And we're going to beat up the monsters. The foggy weather is getting to me. Turning to the sky, I take a deep breath. The pompous soldiers of the monster mob have been sending their best at me. My limbs are becoming heavier with each step I take. Oh, so they were absolutely destroyed. We are going to duel them myself again. And Harry once again said, nope, I'm taking them, and did well. Okay, he may be slothful, but in battle he's very active. My daughter's been complaining about her painful joints. She has gout. Okay, I'll call for my court physician. We have won again. While riding ahead with your personal guard, you suddenly found yourself isolated on the battlefield and surrounded by enemy soldiers. A violent melee ensued, but you gave a good account of yourself and managed to return to the main body of your army in time to lead it to victory. Songs will be sung of this day. I'm assuming they're going to Cornwood again. It just makes sense. Oh, they're actually heading all the way to Skulldusk. Okay. Wait, where do they go? They're heading all the way up here? Oh, up here. Okay. So defeat them again. Now, the problem is here that... Oh, we're actually capped out on war score. So you are meant to siege the land down. Interesting. So if we offered peace, they would still say no. I assume Cornwood this time. They're actually heading to Durlag's Tower. Oh, Coastway. I head straight through. Oh, they're heading back to Cloakwood, I see. Problem is they keep ending with high morale. Hey, we captured a monster mob, apparently. So they keep ending with high morale, which means that they keep getting to retreat. However, it doesn't matter because we've lost the war. The reason why we've lost the war is because we cannot physically siege this land. We now need 8,000 troops to siege this land, right? Here, they are getting ticking war score continually. This means that effectively, I think it's usually 12 days or something in this. I might be wrong. It might be every month. But every amount of time, they get a tick of war score, right? So they get some on their side. So, no matter how many battles we win, our war score is capped at 75. We've already hit that number. So we're never going to get more war score than we have at this exact second unless we take Cloakwood. and we are not able to take Cloakwood because we do not have enough troops to siege it. So, that means that we have lost the war. However, we have not completely lost the war because we can white peace. So I'm going to white peace, disband the troops, and at least we learned something. That's the thing, at least we learned something. We learned that you cannot actually attack a monster place unless you have enough men to take the garrison. So, that's pretty crazy in terms of the amount of men you need. But I guess, in a way, it almost makes sense. And hear me out. Here's the reason why I think it makes sense. To attack a monster bit, right? Effectively, what you're saying is, I'm going to clear this area out of monsters. And then, we're going to build on it. And it's going to be ours, and there's going to be no more monsters. Right? We are removing the culture and removing the religion. We're saying there are no monsters here whatsoever. We've wiped them all out. So that's a little bit different than, say, when you take somewhere like Gullikin, or Baragost, as we took, right? We're not completely changing the culture, we're not changing the religion, we're just changing the people running the place. Here, we're removing everybody. So I guess that's what that's meant to represent. It's meant to represent, like, here's all the monsters that currently live here, you have to get them all out. You have to kill them all, and then you can take the place. Anyway, it's a little bit awkward. Also, I'm looking at that. That's a tribe. Would we still be able to... Yeah, I think we'd still be... I was just thinking about that for a second. Yeah, no, we wouldn't get nomadic agitation. No. We'd be fine. Nomadic agitation, in case you don't know, is basically it would mean that we'd have to build a proper castle there in order to keep the land. But, yeah, I don't think that would happen. So we wouldn't need the money for that. But, yeah, we've learned something. We cannot... actually beat the monsters. We cannot go in there and take them all out. So, Gullikin is now our only path forward unless we build up strong enough to have a large enough size to take these guys on, or have enough money to hire all the mercenaries to do so. Although, when you think about it, in Baldur's Gate, 6 of you went and effectively did that job of clearing out all the monsters in Cloakwood, but, you know, let's not worry about it. Could also do some building here, and try and get something towards where we're after. What's local adventurers? Gives you some cavalry. For a lower tax income. That sounds absolutely horrible. You lose 1 tax permanently for 25 heavy cav. That can't be worth it. That's got to be the I'm showing off of the amount of money I have, right? Unless it does something else. Maybe it gives you like a... maybe it gives you new decisions and it's like, now you have adventurers, you could send them to Cloakwood or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll think about it. What do all these need to be built? Do they just need more money? They effectively just need more money to be built for all of these. Okay. Except for this one, which needs castle walls too. Is that what this one gives us if we upgrade? No. It needs improved keeps. We could get improved keeps to get that. Okay. The reason I'm interested in Castle Town is because that gives us tax income. And tax income is useful if we want to get these mercenaries. Okay. Potentially, we could just upgrade our tech. And then upgrade this. It gets us some tax income, some levy size. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to upgrade our tech here. In improved keeps. Actually, how much does it cost? Oh, it only costs 72. Yeah, so we'd still have enough for a claim if we wanted it. Okay, cool. So we'll do that. And then how much is the claim? Or no, the claim is going to be like 60 gold odd from last time. But what's the chances? It's about 7% chance yearly. Okay, so fairly unlikely, but hey, whatever. Right, well, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.